The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. Longman Simplified English Series, led by MissThanyarat Krudtung. Chapter 7. Tom and Huck Swear an Oath. The two boys flew on and on toward the village, speechless and with horror. They glanced backward over their shoulders from time to time, as if they feared that they might be followed. "If we can only get to the old mill before we break down," gasped Tom. "I can't bear this much longer." "Huckleberry, heavy breathing," was his only reply. At last they burst through the open door of the old mill and felt grateful and excited in the sheltering shadow. After a time their breathing became regular and Tom said, "Huck, what do you think will happen if Dr. Robinson dies?" "Redskin Joe will be hanged." Tom thought for a moment and then said, "Who will tell?" "We? What are you talking about? If we do, and Redskin Joe isn't hanged, why, he'll kill us sometime or other such as we are lying here. If anybody tells, let Potter do it. If he's foolish enough, he's generally drunk enough." Tom went on thinking and then asked, "Huck, how can Potter tell? He doesn't know anything about it." "Why doesn't know?" "Potter couldn't see anything. He just been stunned when Redskin Joe struck the doctor with his knife." "That's so, Tom." After another thoughtful silence, Tom asked, "Huck, are you sure that you can keep quiet about it?" "Tom, we must. You know that if we tell people, Tom, and we have seen, and if that the village half-breed escape hanging, he will draw us just as if we were a couple of cats. Now, Tom, we must swear to each other to keep our mouths shut." "I agree, Huck. It's the best thing. Shall we just hold hands and swear that we—" "Oh, no, that wouldn't do it. That's so enough for ordinary things. But there ought to be writing about a big thing like it at Broad." Tom highly approved of this idea. It was deep and dark and awful. The hour, the circumstances, and the surroundings suited it. He picked up a clean, flat piece of wood that lay in the moonlight, took the end of a pencil out of his pocket, got the moonlight on his work, and with his tongue between his teeth, wrote these lines: "Huck, Jim, and Tom Sawyer swear that they will keep their mouths shut about this, and with that they may drop dead in their tracks if they ever tell." Huckleberry was filled with admiration of the ears with which Tom loathed, and of the supper style of his language. Then Tom unwound the threads from one of his needles, and each boy picked his thumb and passed out a drop of blood. In time, by pressing over and over again, Tom managed to cite the letters T and S, using the end of his little finger for a pen. Then he showed Huckleberry how to make an H and an F, and the oath was complete. They buried the piece of wood close to the wall with some mouthful ceremonies. and charms, and the chains that bound their tongue were considered to be locked and the key thrown away. Then they expected, when Tom kept in at the bedroom window. The night was almost ended. He undressed with excessive caution and fell asleep, congratulating himself that nobody knew of his absence. He was not sure that Sis had been awake for an hour. When Tom awoke, Sis had dressed and gone. There was a late look in the light. He was startled. Why had he not been called? In a few minutes he was downstairs, feeling stiff and sleepy. The family was still at the table, but they had finished breakfast. His aunt did not blame him, but said with downcast eyes, "Tom had his breakfast in gloomy silence." After breakfast his aunt took him aside, wept over him and asked him how he could break her old heart so by his bad behaviors. She told him that she had given up hope of making him a good boy. This was worse than 1,000 whippings, and Tom's heart was sorer now than his body. He cried, begged for forgiveness, and promised over and over again not to miss harvest. When he was finally dismissed, he felt that she had little confidence in his promise, and that she had not forgiven him entirely. He felt too miserable to take his revenge against Sid, so Sid speedily retreated through the back gate was unnecessary at school while he was being punished with Joe Harper for staying away the day before. He looked as if he did not care what happened to him. He sat down, laid his elbows on his desk and his jaws in his hands, and stared at the wall with the stony stare of suffering that has reached the limit and can go no further. His elbow was pressing against some hard substance. After a long time he slowly and sadly changed his position and took up his object with a sight. It was wrapped in paper. He unwrapped it. A sight from the very depth followed, and his heart broke. It was his best door handle. This last door broke, the came back,